Whether you're traveling solo or with a group of friends, here are some safety tips for your next cruise. Now, surprisingly, in the year 2025, you still have to say this, but please make sure you're sharing your location and your itinerary with your friends and your family members. Now, for me personally, I think you should go for at least 4 people that you know, and this should be an updated itinerary and it should be a live location. Now, some may disagree, but I do think you should pay for Wi-Fi even if it's for one day. This will help you in the event that there's an emergency, because I did experience this on my first ever cruise on board Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. Now, one of my next tips is to make sure you're keeping your personal travel information to yourself. That means not telling everyone that you just met, your cruise cabin room number, or anything like that. This will help make sure that no one has any access to any information that you don't want them to have, especially someone you just met. While some may consider this topic a little bit too taboo to talk about, when it comes to cruising, we are adults and hookups do happen. So when it comes to having an intimate encounter with someone else, be mindful of what you're doing, practice safe sex, and make sure you're doing it with someone that you feel comfortable having that time with. So while I did talk a little bit about this early in the video, I do want to stress not giving out your cabin number or your booking number. This includes to other staff members who don't necessarily need that information. This can cause to really bad situations, and if you look it up, you can definitely know what I'm talking about. If you have a disability, I highly recommend that you watch a tour of the cruise ship you're interested in before you even book it. That way you can know how accessible it is, because not all cruise ships are made the same. One thing I definitely could not forget in this video is to make sure you're informing the staff of all food allergies and conditions you may have. I'm saying this as someone who is allergic to so many different foods. It is definitely one of the struggles of traveling. However, you just want to make sure you're safe. Now, as someone that used to bartend at a college bar, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stress drinking responsibly. I want everyone to have a good time. Go ahead and take that shot, have that beer, have fun, you're on vacation, but make sure you're doing it in a responsible manner. Make sure you're not over serving yourself. Make sure you don't get sick, because it is not fun. You don't want to spend time on your vacation throwing up in your bathroom. You want to have a good time, so be careful when you go to those bar crawls, and be careful when you have that drink package. And last but definitely not least, please make sure you're aware of your surroundings, especially when it comes to children. Cruise ships are getting bigger and bigger, and people can get hurt, and they do get hurt oftentimes on cruise ships, whether it's children, regular adults, or senior citizens. So watch your surroundings and be mindful of balconies especially. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel.